Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
Welcome to Overwatch Central. So earlier this week we did a simple comparison between Soldier 76 and McCree, as both are hit scan heroes who have been battling for the #1 spot lately on the team. With this big balance patch that we recently had reshuffling the meta a little bit, we wanted to have a look at some other heroes and compare them in a similar way to that last video. In this one we're taking a look at the previous support champion Zenyatta and the recently buffed Mercy, to see how they compare and how we should approach them in Season 2.
Let's begin by looking at how they previously matched up against each other. Mercy's changes from the last big PTR patch didn't make it to live though, leaving her with just an ultimate nerf and slightly increased mobility. Meanwhile, Zenyatta got a slight damage increase, faster travel time on the Discord and Harmony Orb, and an increase for regeneration and movement speed for the ultimate. This made Zenyatta into a monster. Mercy on the other hand was left with her mediocre upgrades and increased ultimate cost, and with the pace of the game that the meta in the last patch brought, Mercy constantly was exposed and had a very rough time overall. Due to this, she wasn't really picked or preferred at all in high-level competitive play. All in all, Zenyatta dominated the support picks back then, but the tides are about to turn, at least a little bit. Also, just a quick reminder that we won't go over patch notes in particular in detail in this video, but if you want to have a look at them, you can check out the description for a link. Just open them up in another tab and follow along.
Right, now onto the comparison bit, starting with how their situational differences compare against each other. The big one is obviously the type of support that they bring to the team. Zenyatta can obviously provide a little bit more damage, help kill enemy heroes faster, and will almost constantly be shooting at enemy heroes rather than just healing. Mercy, on the other hand, has a lot more mobility and a way to escape a fight when it's not looking too good. Whilst she will be healing a lot more, she too can provide more damage by damage boosting heroes, something that is valued a lot higher now because of Zenyatta's Discord Orb nerf. The main thing that is overlooked when comparing Zenyatta and Mercy is the fact that if somebody jumps them and is essentially right up next to them, Mercy is the only one that has an ability that can actually help her get out. Mercy can Guardian Angel and fly away a lot of the time, whilst Zenyatta has to either hope to kill the other hero or to just panic ult to survive. Both of the characters' ultimates are very strong, but I would say that Zenyatta's is a little bit more reliable since you can initiate with it.
Moving on from the differences and highlighting where each character is situationally strong, I want to give you guys some type of verdict. Season 2 has just arrived and it's good to know where these heroes will stand throughout the season. So let's begin with Mercy's new situation, as that is the more interesting side of this, honestly. We'll definitely be seeing Mercy picked up a bit more and perform a bit better than before, obviously. But I don't think she's good enough to knock Zenyatta out of a top tier support spot. Sure, he's not S tier like before, but Mercy will probably be right up there on the list with him, and they'll both be picked a lot. Lucia's changes do affect them a bit as well, as we'll probably see either of these heroes play together with a Lucia the majority of the time, instead of both paired together. So instead of either of these heroes just becoming flat out better to pick than the other, we'll probably be looking at a situation where they get closer to equal playtime. In the end, this is kind of the point of the patch, right? It's a balance patch. You're supposed to balance out the game and not make it imbalanced, right? Anyway, let us know what you think about the situation and who you personally think will come out on top. Do also keep in mind that it's impossible to know exactly how pick rates and popularity in high-level competitive play turns out until a few weeks into the season, and I'm sure we'll do a general what's the meta around then to check in on how the stats are actually looking. Hopefully you'll find this discussion interesting and useful though, as it's always good to have an idea about the meta and arguments you have to have on the pick screen before going in-game. Other buffs and nerfs such as Genji's ultimate duration has to also be taken into account when playing Mercy for example, so there's a lot to take in right now and consider. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying Season 2 so far. I'm looking forward to figuring out the meta together, and this patch is looking very promising already.
And that's pretty much all we have time for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. We hope that you have enjoyed this discussion. Let us know if there's any other types of videos you want to see from us, any in-depth guides that are coming out fairly soon, and we have some other content that we're really looking forward to uploading next week. You guys know the drill, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more Overwatch content if you haven't already, and do let us know who you prefer. Do you prefer Zenyatta, or would you prefer Mercy? Thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you next time.